going on, everyone? Friday night guard with Mac. Cheese. Oh, man.
What's going on, everyone?
What up?
Go ahead and take it, Chad.
Yeah, what's going on, everyone? We got the Friday Night Regard here, and we got Mick and Mac who are going to give us an awesome time tonight, especially with that. I know you hear it all the time, Mac, but that beard is insane.
It actually is a year today.
It's almost wider than your shoulders.
Happy beard anniversary.
That's
Thanks.
a year?
Yeah.
That's just a year.
Yes, just a year.
Holy cow, that's massive for a year
Tiny.
worth of growth.
Yeah.
Tiny beard, little bit. Extremely small.
He's like
Extreme.
those Play-Doh toys you had with a kid where you push down and the hair just
Right?
came right up. But it's with
Mac,
the beard.
Switch places.
Mac, we promise we will not ask how much oil you use a day. We promise.
Oh, it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen.
We already know.
How's it
He
going,
already
everyone
told
in
me, I
chat?
remember.
Yeah, you know it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna ask.
It's 4 droppers. I know.
I don't even use the droppers no more.
Yeah, you just dunk it on
I
top.
just dump it in my hand. I'm like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
A bottle a day, all good.
Yeah.
We got Barbado Joe in here and that little guy and Anthony. Thanks for showing up, you guys.
Otto.
So I just gotta say,
Hello.
watching Chad do that elbow drop, and then right after that, Casey's putting beard oil in and Walt's talking, like, you guys got to step it up. Like y'all have both got to figure something out on that on
Yeah,
that intro.
Right?
you're probably right.
I'm gonna take some video shots of me woodworking. Have some saws and some chainsaws going. It'll be cool.
I mean, as long as you're jumping off of something and landing on it with the chainsaw.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing with the giant axe.
Yo, you know what makes the elbow drop? When he does it repeatedly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes with the music. It really works
Yeah.
well.
When he does it over and over and over, that's what's funny.
Yeah.
With that elbow drop, we had to do 5 takes because he kept messing up. He's like, oh, man, I didn't get your face in on that one. He's like, oh, man, that one messed up. So, like, when I was done, it was 2 days later. I had a huge bruise, like, I laughed
Yeah.
from it.
Oh,
So
man.
the gym did hit you hard that day, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it did hit back, even though I said it didn't. Yeah. So, Mick, how long have you had your channel for? Because I'm new to all this, so I got some questions.
So I have had it for, man, I got it right before Black Friday. So maybe around like the 1st of November, or it could have been, man, I don't know how to find the date on it. If I could figure out how to find the date on it, it would be all good. But for some reason, I don't know how to locate that. But I know like our second or third show was the Saturday after Black Friday, and we wanted to know what everybody picked up and stuff on the Black Friday sale. So, and like I said, that was just the second or third show we done. So I know it was somewhere right in there. I made the channel, and actually we hit 100 subscribers like really quick before we ever even did a show. But that was because of my own stupidity. But anyway, we had the channel for a little while, but there wasn't anything on it. And then computer came in and figured out how to use the phone as the camera and all that. So somewhere around the 1st of November.
Nice. We got Gary in here and we got Cheesehead.
What up, G?
So, Mac, do you and Cheesehead fight over the name for cheese? You guys?
No, not at all.
No.
I don't even think it's ever been brought up until now. Thanks for starting the war.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the entertainment. There's more than enough cheese to go around, is what you're saying.
That hat is awesome, Mac.
Poop hat?
Yeah.
Poop knife?
Yeah. It looks surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's surprised how big his beard is. That's why he wore the hat, because it's like, holy shit, look at that beard.
Bro, it's like, it's crazy. Like when I go out to eat or whatever, and then you got to wear a mask or whatever. So I wear one that covers it, and then when I go sit down and take it off, everyone's like, holy shit.
Yeah, but
That
if
is
you just
awesome.
had if
Jason,
you
that's
just had a normal mask on, it would probably be like a 70s woman wearing a thong.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
So evidently November 5th is when I started the channel. Dagan found it in like 38 seconds. So
Okay. That was the day Miss Mick wanted to start killing you.
I still don't know where to find it.
And your wife sure seems to like the community and getting her jabs in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She gets her jabs in for sure.
You can see you two fit perfect together. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. She's mad right now.
Hey, Anthony.
Oh, why is she mad?
So I got this trash can, and I spit in it, and she gets so mad about it. She dropped something in it that wasn't supposed to go in the trash can. She was in there cussing. She was in there cussing me and everything else.
So that just sets her off right there. Just that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
She's probably I can't hear because my headphones got echo or not echo cancellation, but noise cancellation. But she walked by, and I'm sure she was probably cussing me right then. So if y'all heard that, then that's what that was.
Mac, how long have you had your channel for?
I don't have a channel.
Okay. Show us what I know.
He just does Instagram stuff. and-
How long have you been doing the beard stuff with Instagram?
Only for like a year.
Okay.
Only for the last year.
Are you
Basically,
thinking
like,
about it?
Actually,
You
I
know
would
what?
say
Are
he didn't
you
really-
going out of that?
No, I just I don't know. I thought about doing stuff like that, but I don't know. Right now, I'm cool with what I'm doing.
Yeah, man. I mean, just hang out on live streams. That's a ton of fun, man. You know.
Yeah. I don't need all the craziness.
Oh, of course, of course.
I've
It's a
come to
mindset.
find that the supporters are just as big a part of communities. Sometimes there's some of these supporters out here that are just as big a part of it, and that's what it's about. So
Yeah. Like how it all came about was like I just started following certain people, and then you network, and then it's like a little family. Like whenever you go into a live stream or on Instagram, it's always the same people that likes your stuff. It's like it's like a real legit family.
yeah, it's a brotherhood. Tommy, what's up?
I could see you got the Death Row poster back there. So is that like some of your influences being, like East Coast rap and stuff like that? Back in the 90s?
Yeah, I love Death Row. I think that was like one of the best labels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my wrestling name when I did backyard wrestling. It was. Like, I was like 15. That was my wrestling name for that.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, that is awesome.
Mix. So how's everything going now with the audio's looking crisp, the video's looking crisp? We got the drywall up. I mean, it seems like you're legit now. Like it's all really there.
Actually, everything's going good. So I'm using my new camera as my webcam for the first time today, and to start out, it was not doing very good at all. It kept freezing on me. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it seems like I might almost have it straightened out. So, but I've got just about everything I need. I'm going to take that flag down back there, and I'm going to put some shelves or something up, and take some of my collection, some of the nicer looking stuff, and put a little bit of it over there.
Yeah, some nice lighting.
Yeah, I mean, kind of spread it out a little bit because I've got them lights up, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm gonna leave them LED strip lights up.
Yeah.
I've got one of them.
That flag looks amazing. You said it was too big, but it's great.
It is. It's huge. It's
Yeah,
so
you need
big.
to put that outside. You need to put it outside so when people are driving by your house, they know what the hell's going on.
Right. I thought about mounting a flagpole in the bed of my pickup.
Send me one.
I'll
fly one outside my gas station right out on the interstate in Kennebec.
Every night, y'all take it down and y'all fold it up really properly, you know, and bring it inside. Real legit.
So
I just want to answer the question for Cheesehead. Have I wrestled or met anyone famous? I met Honky Tonk Man. So him. He came on a tour with us. Didn't wrestle him though. And I met Kamala. He didn't want to talk to anyone. He just went to his hotel room, came out for the match, went back for his hotel room, didn't talk to any of the boys, didn't want to socialize, nothing. Was supposed to meet the British Bulldog, but he died 2 weeks before I was supposed to go on a tour with him.
Damn.
Supposed to meet Chris Candido. And Chris Candido couldn't make it to us because that's when he had a blood clog in his calf. So he couldn't come on the tour, and then it was a month and a half later. That's when he died. So, Wavell Star, he wrestled in WWE as a jobber, I guess you could say. I was tag team champions with him. And Brian Jewell wrestled as a jobber in the WWE in like the late 80s, early 90s. So that's my list. Oh, and Kenny Omega. I wrestled with Kenny Omega and teamed up with him, but that was way before he was Kenny Omega. That was like his first maybe 8 years of him trying out wrestling.
Were you guys wrestling fans growing up, Nick and Mac?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, to an extent. I mean, I think I quit watching. You know what? I quit watching right about the time there was no more NWO.
Oh,
that was about it for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was actually a legitimate reason why I stopped watching it. It wasn't because it was almost like that might have been when we moved and I missed it for a long time, and then I just never got back into it or something like that. There was a reason why I stopped. Why I actually quit watching wrestling. But what did Jason Escher say?
Your wife said you mow the grass barefoot.
Oh yeah,
that's nuts.
I'll do about anything barefoot. You know what? I don't walk across rocks barefoot though. That sucks.
You and Devin from Bearded Code would not get along at all of that.
Complete opposites.
Yeah. Well, anyone's complete opposite to Devin. Like,
right? Yeah, for sure.
like that guy's like the bizarro human being. What does everyone do? I'll go in the complete opposite direction. No problem.
Right?
You know what? I'm barefoot right now.
Disney Beardman, to be perfectly honest with you, I stopped really watching wrestling probably around the Stone Cold Steve Austin era, that whole attitude. I didn't care to watch it anymore because that's when there was kind of no wrestling talent. Like, I watch wrestling for wrestling. It's when you're a wrestler, it's different than watching as a fan. And that's when they just had big steroid monkey guys who were hurting everyone. And I think it was 2005, 43 wrestlers died that year.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Really?
That's why they have the wellness program now, because of that, because so many wrestlers die from steroids, drugs, and alcohol, or a combination of all of them. So that's one reason why you don't see the roid monkeys anymore, because they are so closely watched that they can't. They can't do it. I said it 20 years ago. I said wrestling's going to have to go back to the way it was, like the different body types. Because if everyone's a giant, you don't have giants. If everyone's a Rick Rude, you can't have a Rick Rude, right? But yeah, man, wrestling went through some crazy times, and what people don't understand is wrestling doesn't have an off season. Like those guys at that time, it's not as demanding as it is now. But like in the 80s and 90s, those guys were wrestling 25 days out of a month.
Oh, Joe. Hey, Mac. So I know you don't have a channel and you're not really reviewing anything, but you are very much involved in the community by sharing content and everything. But you've also done a collab, and you've also kind of helped release some stuff. Can you kind of go into what was like doing all that?
Yeah, so the collab is obviously everyone knows is with Bearded Sons with Dylan. Yeah, how that came about was it just I was looking for something that was like different for spring, summer, and then I came up with this scent profile, and I didn't really think it was gonna work. I just kind of was winging it, and then me and Dylan started talking. We became friends, and then I mentioned it to him, and he was like, he was hesitant about it, obviously, you know. And then he created it, and then he loved it. And so when he sent it to me, I was like, yeah, bro, like let's run with it. And we released it, and it's doing really well now.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It took a little while for it to get off the ground, but now it's starting to pick up a little bit. So
is it a real floral heavy scent, or is it more of a citrus?
It's more of like a refreshing scent. It's not like, you're not gonna smell like a female. It's not a bouquet of flowers. It's just like a fresh spring day, basically. Like, it's very hard to explain, and everyone that's had it, they all say the same thing. It smells amazing. We haven't had one negative comment about it, but it's very hard to pinpoint like the category where it falls into. So it's just like one of those things where you just can't explain it. It's just you just have to either get it and then you'll realize what it is, or just take people's word for it. But it's hard to explain.
That carrier oil blend is just fantastic looking.
You know how long that all took for us to do? Many hours sitting on FaceTime with him. That label, the pitch, the flowers behind it, even like the lettering, like how we put it like on the jar. And before Dylan, that's a glass 2-ounce jar. Before he had the 2-ounce jars, he had like little 1-ounce tins. I told him, I was like, you're going to have to step it up a little bit, bro. So he was like, all right, man. He was like, all right, fine. So we did the big jars. It's a 50-50 emu blend in there. Yeah, man. So we were going to either go with whipped butter or poured butter, but we decided to go with poured so you get more for your money.
Yep.
It comes with a crazy holographic sticker. It's just, we wanted it to be something that everyone can enjoy and try. And a lot of people, the whole thing was a lot of people were hesitant about it. But then it's starting to gain traction, and everybody that is well known that has it, Dan C co-signed it. Shark co-signed it. Ken's going to do a review on it. Mick's getting his on Monday. So all big people in the community are going to or have it or, gave their views on it. It's always been positive. So I think it's a good product, and I think, he went all out on it. So I'm happy for him, honestly.
And I remember when before the collab, you said, I don't think anybody's going to want a collab that says Mac with the cheese on it. I remember you saying
that.
Yeah, and now it's doing well, and people are really vibing for it. And it took a little time to gain traction, but now it seems it's doing great. And if you really, this could be something that you could always do is work in consulting with different, companies and whatnot. Also did something with you helped release the Mystic Mack, which was cool. You got to hang out with Dave and Daniel. What was that like?
Yeah, so just to clear that up real quick, I have no affiliation with that. Like, the whole Mystic Mack thing, everyone thinks that like me and Gary did a collab and this and that. It has nothing to do with that. That was a name that Gary came up with. Basically how that came about was me and a few other guys were in the Instagram live with him while he was making it. So he was just asking us ideas. He was like, what should I do with this? What should I do with that?
Yeah.
And me and Disney, there was a few other guys that helped, but we we helped him a lot more, I guess. I don't know.
Awesome.
And then he FaceTimed Dave, and then was like, "Yo, you want to release it for me?" And Dave was like, "Yeah, of course." And then he was like, "Well, Mac and Disney helped out, so we're gonna have them release it too with you." So that's how that came
Cool.
about. But we basically just gave our input. Like he already knew what he wanted to do. We just pretty much
Yeah.
like helped him. Like, you know.
Oh, absolutely. That's awesome.
Mac, do you like the process of helping like create scents and collabs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it's hard to say, but I think like everything in the community is like, if it's not similar, it's the same. It's leather, it's barbershop, it's citrus, it's woods, you know. So I just wanted to put something out there that nobody has. Nobody's done that. Period. I don't care if they did and it didn't do good, or if they thought about it. No one did it. And so for us to take a shot like that, like I don't want to say I put his company at risk, because if it didn't sell, it didn't sell. But he shelled out a lot of cash for that, you know, like the overhead for all the jars he ordered and the carriers and the scents and everything, the stickers, everything that he's laid out. It was a huge risk, and it put a lot of like pressure on me, because, you know, like I already told him in the beginning, I don't want no money out of it. I just want people to enjoy it, you know, and he was cool with it, you know, and he's just a good dude. So I feel like, you know, if anything, I'm trying to like help him, you know what I'm saying? And we became good friends. So I wanted to do it with him. You know, I didn't go for a big name company or anything like that. It was just pretty much a respect for each other. That's how it really came about. But yeah, I like the process. It's just stressful.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
You're getting some respect from Gary there too. He said you really helped kind of that label design and getting it released. So
yeah, Gary's my boy. I love him. He's a good dude.
He is awesome.
Did any of you guys see the live with him and Joe? With Gary on the other day?
No.
He put on his one piece?
God.
No. Yeah, I'm bringing it up, Gary, because that was too funny. And people took a snap of it, and they had it on Instagram. It was fantastic.
Hey, Joseph.
Gary,
oh, God.
That's my boy, Joe. What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe. I think Gary did it to give people a bunch of good laughs, but it was pretty comical. It was awesome.
Yeah, he's really good on lives, you know, and you know, you can learn a lot too. You know, he was able to break down some information about CBDs and reading COAs and certificate of analysis. And you're right, you know, the community there's a lot of overlap, you know, and I'm noticing that, you know, you'll see, you know, something be released and you'll see 6 different people reviewing it within a week, you know, and you know, you see a lot of different scents being released, but a lot of them have the same kind of theme to them. It's one thing I like about Gary's is he's got a lot of unique releases like scent of the month and stuff, which is always great. But
he doesn't you know have call out on the reviews and say, you know, review this at this time. It's more of a, you know, he likes people just to appreciate his product when they want to appreciate it, and you know. And he gets a lot of love out there for, you know, in that regard.
Yeah, and like I haven't got to try this stuff, but everyone's talking about that balance. I don't know if you guys on the screen have tried it, but everyone's talking about how that's in their top 10. And E-Rock, yes, I have a funny story with that. When I went to Jamaica for a wedding, I don't know if people know this, but in Jamaica, they have more churches per capita than anywhere in the world, almost. It's
really?
Like,
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And my hair was longer, and my beard was bigger, and I was Jesus for a whole week. That's all they called me. They were dropping stuff off at my door, going, "Hey, I have this for Jesus." Like, it was crazy, man. Like, it was quite the experience. Like, I would walk into like the gift shop, and like they would just stare at me and be like, "Is Jesus going to give me some good news today?" And I'm like,
you just gotta go, "Bless you, my child."
Yeah. Yeah.
Carrying holy water around, splashing people.
Yeah, start splashing people with it, right?
Casey, could you show that Valens label again? That label's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, and now he actually has it for the CBD line, so it's even better. You know, it's got that CBD vibe to it. But
I can't get that. That's a sweet label, but yeah, I can't get that CBD line. But it is what it is.
So, Mick, besides burning yourself up with some nitro gummies, are there any other things that you're thinking about dabbling as far as content? I mean, I know you do a lot of beard stuff and shaving stuff. Is there a new avenue coming for you?
No, and I'll tell you why. I was actually given the advice the other day: don't do too many different things on your channel, on the same channel. What that can lead to is people coming from. So check this out. I gained a few subscribers off that gummy bear challenge, right? And these people have channels. They have fairly good sized channels, you know, a couple thousand subs. And I went and checked them out, and they're nothing but heat challenges. Like, look up the Lone Star Crew.
Yeah.
Check them guys out. They got a couple thousand, and all he does is hot stuff. Like, he's a chili head. And so I'll be watching for my numbers to go down here in the next couple of weeks because, you know what I mean? He brought 3 or 4 people with him. And what'll happen is they'll unsubscribe because I ain't going to come over to my channel and see very much hot content. You know what I mean? Eating meat and hot stuff. So when you do that, I've learned, you know, and this ain't something I come up with. This is something that, you know, some information that was passed on to me. If I was to go outside and make a bunch of DIY videos, that could actually, in the long run, hurt the channel. You know, I might gain, I could even gain 700 or 800 off of, you know, a bunch of DIY videos. But when I go back to beard stuff, or they're not going to watch the beard stuff, or they're going to subscribe, and then they're not going to watch anything because the main focus of the channel is beard and shaving. You know, and it can even kind of intersect like that too, because you know there's a whole shaving community out there, and it's big. You think the beard community is big? No. The shaving community is very big
too. I hear it's real cutthroat.
It is, and
like the beard community is actually pretty tiny compared to other stuff.
Right? You would think with all the people in the world that have beards, it's like just. It's not that, you know, it's not that crazy.
I got a guy at my work who's got a big beard, and I was asking him about products, and he's like, I use like Everyman Jack, something from the pharmacy. I'm like, what about balms to kind of keep it like? He's like, what's a balm? I'm like,
see, a lot of people don't know. It's like so weird. Like it's new to everybody. Like,
I started looking at companies.
I talked to a guy today that had used something. He didn't say the brand, but something from a store, and it made his beard burn and itch, and it irritated him so much that he was scared to use anything else. He really didn't want to use anything else just because he figured that everything was going to feel that way, you know.
Wow.
So
we got Dave Motivation in the house, and he's like, "Oh, everyone, watch your kneecaps."
That's interesting you say that, Mick.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, happy birthday, Liam.
Happy birthday, Liam.
But it's interesting you say that, Mick, because I was talking to Casey today about, you know, I'm going to start a channel doing a lot of some of my woodworking and my DIY stuff. And I was telling him that I'd like to keep a lot of the beard content on the regard, and that I'm not going to try and, you know, because something that could happen like that, you know. So, you know, live streams and beard stuff is going to stick over here, and I can promote the regard, you know, if people want to go over there and check it out.
So at the very least, what's going to happen is it's going to screw your analytics up. That's the very least. And then obviously the worst thing that can happen is after, you know, you put out 5 or 6 beard videos in a row, you know, you lose, you know, say you're up to 2,000 subs, you know, you lose 1,500 of them because they're not beard community members. They're like, man, I'm tired of seeing this. And it's just, and it's not that it's bad content. It's just something they're not interested in. You know?
Or to subscribe and never watch it. So you're just you're getting zero activity with a bunch of subscribers. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That's like, you know, like I say, that's where your analytics are, you know, I never thought about that. I heard somebody mention it in a live stream, and I actually asked a bigger channel, a guy that has a bigger channel, and he was like, "Oh yeah, definitely." I was like, "What about my shave and beard stuff?" He was like, "Dude," he was like, "Think about this: the hair on your head connects to your beard. He's like, I think it's close enough.
Yeah.
And he
I'd
does.
say, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'd say they're related. Just, I mean,
right.
even guys with beards are still cleaning up the edges and cleaning things up, and a lot of them are bald and bearded, so it does relate.
Yeah, and he said that like he's like, really anything grooming, anything men's grooming. He said, there's no reason why that shouldn't be fine.
Right.
So both of you guys actually are bald and bearded. When did y'all decide to go bald? I mean, I'm kind of curious about that.
My body decided for me to go bald.
But then, like, to actually shave it though, like the full on.
It was
now
probably
you do it like 3 times a day.
right. So it was probably about September or August.
Mick used to have a head of hair. If you go in Mick's profile and go all the way down, you'll see him with hair.
I guess I didn't scroll down that far.
I lost a bet to my daughter, and I had a little tiny man bun, but I don't grow hair right there. So I couldn't cut my hair for a year. So I just let the top grow, and then I cut the sides. Like I faded the sides in, but I couldn't cut the top. So it was about that long.
So when you say a tiny little man bun, was it more like a samurai top knot?
No, bro, it was like a little knot.
It was a little bitty one.
It was a little knot.
A little top knot, like a samurai.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a samurai top knot, but it was tiny. It was like, what do I have? It was like the size of this lid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was small.
It was a baby.
Mack's beard's got its own Zippo. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
What about you, Mack? What was it like finally deciding to go and just straight shave it?
I wear hats a lot, so I just got tired of going to get haircuts and stuff, and then I started to shave it, and now like I just don't want to deal with the stages of growing it back.
Right.
I don't shave as nearly as much as Mick does. I shave maybe once a week on like the weekends or whatever.
Yeah, that's just poor hygiene.
Keep it up.
I shave every other day.
Yeah, we know. That's why your head's red.
Do what?
His face is permanently red because he shaves so much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just because he's blushing because of all the bearded men.
Oh, no, I'm just red. I'm just red. Look, that's just my color. I can literally go to a tanning bed every day, and I'll just burn and then peel and then burn and then peel and then burn and then peel. Like it makes no sense. My skin does
not fun either. That's not fun, no.
Man bun bust. Oh, Leo.
So I just want to say real quick about the collab. Mick actually has a code with Bearded Sun. It's SB10. So if you get the collab, it's $41 even shipped. So if anybody doesn't have it, I don't know if you guys have it yet or.
I was looking at getting it, but then I thought it was going to be too flowery. But now that you're telling me that's not flowery, I have to reassess because I'm not a big on the. I don't like lavender and like I'm just not a big.
Yeah, it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got laid off, so I can't purchase anything. But I'm very curious because when I hear floral, like Lux came out with one called Elegant Bastard, and it was like a bowl of potpourri. Like
yeah, it's not like that at all. No.
So no, that's what I thought when you said it, and then when you're like, it's not flowery, but it's very an interesting scent, and it grabs your curiosity for sure. Where you're like, it's kind of like one of those scents where you can't talk about it. I guess you have. It's an experience. You have to experience it.
It's so hard. Even though I created it, it's so hard to explain what. Yeah. There's nothing to compare it to. That's the problem. Like you can't be like, oh, this reminds me of, or this is, there's nothing like that. So it's its own thing. You just have to get it or know somebody that has it and take their word for it.
Yeah. I'm used to see the reviews. That's going to be interesting to check out.
I'll be shooting a video.
The chat has it. Write your comments about it.
Yeah. Mine should be here Monday. There's a chance it could show up tomorrow. And I've already tested Bearded Suns pretty extensively. I could actually drop a review on it really quick. I could probably wear it for like 2 days, and because I already know Bearded Suns products.
So there's a little. Sorry, Mick.
No, go ahead.
There's a review out there for it. I'm not going to plug who it is right here, but there's a review out there for it. And
Yeah.
Callie's Groom Room, he's dropping one tomorrow for it. Like I said, Ken's gonna do a review on it. Mick's gonna put his thought on it.
Cool.
Who else did one? Dan C. He plugged it on one of the Bearded
Yeah.
Vices, I think like a week or two ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
beginning.
You seemed really pleased with it. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I just want to say something. My wife's she's running them old lips. So when I had that hair, I wore a hat like constantly, and I got sick of wearing hats because I'm a hat person to an extent. Like I'm a hat person, kind of like
When you go out and stuff.
really not even that all the time. Like on camera, it kind of hides some of the red. So like I'm a hat guy then, and then like I just very I'm not really a big hat person. I don't like anything around my face. That's why I was really surprised I was able to grow the beard when I did. But I got so sick of wearing a hat all the time. And we was on our way home. No, we was actually on vacation. We was in Branson. And we was like 2 or 3 days into our vacation or something. And I was like, hey, come here. I was like, put that shit in a ponytail. And she was like, and I was like, just try it. Let's see. And I was like, yeah, that's all right. It don't look that bad. I mean, at least because dude, when I take a hat off, it'd be like
Oh,
over
right.
my eyes and all kinds of crap. Like it was horrible looking. And I thought with it brushed and pulled back in a douche knot, it looked a lot better.
I'm so glad I'm not wearing a man bun right now with all the wow.
Imagine you came on with like pigtails. Imagine
gotta
you came on
picture
with
that,
pigtails.
Mr.
Mowing hat.
I will put it back into
Y'all
a
wanna-
man bun when I'm working out and stuff. But the only thing that I ever had cool is I thought my hair used to be down to my butt. It was
Damn.
super long. And I was fighting a guy once and he was getting the upper hand on me. But when we rolled over, he was like, because my hair was in his face. So I took 2 handfuls of my hair and shoved it right down his throat. So he's choking on my hair while I'm just feeding him shots and ground and pounding. That was the only funny, cool thing ever with my hair.
Damn.
Yeah. And then what I usually do is I grow it for about 2 years and I'll shave it. I'll donate it all to cancer, and then I just keep doing that cycle.
Nice.
Cool.
Did anyone see that gameplay for Johnny Grims today?
No.
He
No, I
was
missed
he was playing and he said it was a new game, but it's like an old style arcade game, and the main character in there kind of reminded me of Chad a little bit. Is that
That's
your mowing hat right there?
on hat right there.
I was
Oh,
expecting something a lot different than that.
Oh no,
Speaking
that's
of Red Dead.
Yeah.
That's
Come on, Arthur. Arthur
Yeah,
Morgan.
right. That
called,
looks like a Red Dead hat.
no, it's an Outback hat. This is an Australian hat, dude. This is a legit.
Okay.
This thing's like $140. This is a
God
legit
damn.
hat. Like it's what's it called? I call them dingo hats, but that's not what it is.
Because Dango ate your baby.
I lost my fiance.
Here's a
can't
funny
think of it.
story. When I used to work at Sears call center, you get bored there answering phone calls, and I would always do impressions. And I was doing Crocodile Hunter. This is when he was big. And I had this one guy who was just pissed. And I already answered the phone like Crocodile Hunter. And he's like, I got this fridge that's not working. I was like, all right, mate, what do you want me to do about it? He's like, you guys can come and grab this and shove it up your fucking ass. He was so pissed. And all I said to him was, sorry, mate, I got a dishwasher up there from yesterday. It won't fit. He did not like that answer at all.
That's awesome.
I just ended up disconnecting, but yeah, there's probably a reason why I don't work there no more.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes them jobs like that, I mean, I can see where they get pretty crappy, but sometimes that would be fun to work at a place like that.
It was, but I just stopped caring. I would do Macho Man, but I never had anyone who appreciated it. The one guy, when I answered the phone, I was like, "Ooh, yeah." And he's like, "What the hell was that?" I'm like, "What was what?" He's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about. You must be crazy." And like, just hung up on me.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Crocodile Dundee.
So, speaking of work, Nick, what do you do for a career?
Well, for until May 27th, I am what they call a sheet metal mechanic basically for Boeing. I work for a place called Spirit Aerosystems, but we build Boeing aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
But May 27th, I will officially be unemployed. So.
Oh no, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it
Anyway.
sucks.
Nah, shit like that don't bother me.
It's happening.
Which it's a union shop, so we've got a pretty strong lawsuit against the company, and if we win that the way we want to win that, I'll be able to take about 5 years off work, and I'll be good. I say that I won't, because
that petition that we signed, did that help any?
It did, dude. You should have seen. There was like 800,000 visits to that website.
Yeah, and you got 2 signatures from Mac, one for him and one for his beard, so that helped.
Right?
Yeah. I definitely signed it twice.
Mac, what about you, man? What do you do? What do you do for work? I believe it's plumbing, right?
No, I'm a labor worker, all different trades. My buddy that was in here earlier, I work with him. He owns a business. We've been friends for 20 years, so I help him. And going to school to become a drug counselor for adolescents.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, so
that's big, man. That takes a lot of time and dedication trying to, curb people from going down that road.
Well, that's why I want to work with adolescents, because I feel like adults, like you could, if you're not ready, you could only drill it in their head so many times. If I could reach the kids and let them know that what they're in for, maybe I could prevent that. And the kids are the future of the world, so why not help them?
Yeah. I mean, and then adults are jaded. I mean, just call spade a spade. Adults are jaded assholes. At least kids have a shot at not being that.
Yeah, if I could talk to 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, and say, "Listen, this is the situation," and even if half of them get it, that's somebody's life that you could potentially save.
And
like adults, they need help too, but it's like I'd rather talk to a 14-year-old than some guy in his 60s that's been to rehab 19 times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not going to get it. I mean, it's sad to say, but I'd rather help the youth.
You are right about that. Like I had a family member who was really bad into the drugs and stuff, and you're right. Like you could tell them until you're blue in the face, and they're not going to change unless they want to. That's the only way.
Yeah, man.
They're ready.
A few people in here already know a few people in here already know my situation. I'm clean 18 months going on. So
congratulations.
I had an issue with that situation, I mean, but you have to want it for yourself, no one's going to force you. Someone, like you said, somebody could hit you over the head. Like if you're not ready, you're not ready. And it's just, you got to make that choice,
And at that younger age nowadays, there's a lot of them at that age that are already seen it, are already using. So
right.
When I was a kid, we had what they called Dare back then, I guess. That shows my age probably, but they don't have programs like that, as much. It's where I'm at anyway. They don't have as much anymore. So it's good to see that people want to get out and do that. That's a very good job to have for sure.
Yeah. There'll be a sobriety stream on my show. It just so happened to line up. When is it? April 10th. Will be a sobriety stream, and that will coincidentally be my anniversary, and that'll be 12 years for me.
Congrats.
April 10th.
April 10th.
It's really about surrounding yourself with the right people and pouring your energy into positive things. You know,
Yeah.
that makes a huge difference when you can pour your energy, whether it's into your family or a hobby or something that's positive, and then also, you know,
The big
you know,
book.
yeah, going to programs and everything, and then also surrounding yourself with the right people. You know, when people think, oh yeah, I can just not use them, but I can be around a bunch of people who use. Well, that's not going to work. You know,
No.
it's not going to work.
That's foolish to think that.
Yeah.
Well,
You might can once or twice or even a dozen times, but man, repetition will get anybody. You know what I mean? If you hang out, just because they're your buddies don't mean you got to hang out with them every day and watch them.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
And
water
sure,
seeks
yeah.
its own level, right? Like water seeks its own level. So wherever you're at or wherever they are, that's where you're going to go, right? You surround yourself with who you are with. And like I myself, I had to end 3 friendships that were over 25 years. And it was just like, I'm not trying to be mean or rude, but it was like, you guys are so toxic. You're starting to affect my life. I'm out. I got to go until you improve your situation. I can't do this no more, man.
Yep.
And it sucks and it's hard, but you have to cut that self off so you don't get dragged into it.
You know what's crazy? You say that is I was on both sides of the fence with that. I've had people cut me off, and now I had to cut people off. So it's like I get both aspects of it.
Same here. I've been there too.
It's rough, man. It was rough, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just fantastic, and congrats to both of you guys for the progress you make every single day is a new accomplishment, and really good job.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, 100% right about that.
Yeah. I spent it was either 101 or 104 days in jail, literally over a misdemeanor, but it was how I acted once I got in there that what kept me in there. And then I was given the option to go to rehab or sit in county for a year, but I had sat in there for so long, you know, it really didn't even bother me no more. But I said, well, you know what? I do need rehab. So I went to a horrible rehab. It was basically just a work camp. Like there was no recovery in it. It was just slave labor pretty much. And then I went to the Salvation Army, and I actually graduated that program with a bunch of honors. I was an anger management instructor by the time I left there, that's insane. Like
that's why you're so red. You know, the extended
Just all that anger just stayed inside of them, right?
Yeah.
So and you know, from the anger management class, like every once in a while, they have captains at the Salvation Army, and they have different. They name it like the Army, right? So the people that run it, you know, they have to be a preacher, him and the wife. So you have to be married, and you also have to both be like ministers or ordained or something. So every once in a while, they would sit in, you know, on an anger management class, and I would just go in there and I would just let loose, you know. So then when I got to the final stage of the program, the day I hit it, they jammed me up and was like, "Hey, would you like to be the chair of that meeting?" And I was like, "You want me to head up an anger management meeting?" And it was like, "We do." And it was like that. Honestly, that's going to help you more than going in there and talking. And it's like, but you know, you've really come a long way as far as at least being able to talk about it. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. And I mean, it worked out. It was actually, I looked forward to that every week. You know, there's not a lot to look forward to in a place like that, but that was one thing I looked forward to every week. I wish we could have done it every night. It was every Friday night was anger management. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Liam's a nut. He's an Irishman.
Good question that we should probably always ask in every regard is, what's in beard?
Strawberry Way ostrich oil.
Okay. How about you, Mick?
I've got Classico from Aztec.
Enchanted Scroll, Beard Mana.
Nice.
Good one. That's a good one.
What's the scent profile on that one?
This is let's see, worn leather, cran apple, aged sage, and amber.
You said leather. Ken might pop up in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like Beetlejuice. You say it too
I'm
many
liking
times, it pops up.
I'm liking some of the leather stuff I'm getting into.
Yeah.
I really like leather
If it's
scents.
done right, leather can really add like a deepness to like a scent, you know?
Yep.
It's crazy how other people could pick up what you're wearing. Like I wore El Cab from Beer Gents the other day to work, and my boy was like, he's like, "You drinking?" I was like, "No." He's like, "You sure?" And I was like, "No." And then he's like, "You wearing a leather jacket this morning or something?" I was like, "No," because there's leather and bourbon in there and stuff. I was like, "How the hell you pick that up?"
Yeah, he's picking all those scents up. That's cool.
Yeah, it's funny.
What do you got, Walt?
I have in the quarter from Mudcat Whiskers, and
yeah.
it's really nice, really complex. Nick from Mudcat, he's really getting into like layering his scents with like, you know, rum and Burmese wood and all these other things, and I love that. I love when like you got a lot of layers, and then as it fades away, other things start to peek through. That's what's really cool.
I think that's one of the ones I ordered from Mudcat. Actually, was the quarter.
Yeah, it's a winner.
I really like Mudcats, but that guy needs to get better dropper tops. Mine are all bent and twisted, and it's the only complaint I have. Other than that, his stuff's great.
I've never tried it
so far. I don't know.
I never even heard of them.
Mudcat is out in Louisiana, and a lot of his stuff is based off of like Louisiana culture, and I grew up in Louisiana, so that's like my wheelhouse. So I decided to give it a shot, and he's just got a lot of great scents. His dropper tops are better.
He's small batch, clearly, right? Because I've never even seen him on Instagram or anything.
He's actually,
he's definitely.
I think he's been doing it for like 5 years.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's got lots of good scents. Like I like dark manly scents, and he's got some really good ones. I got Glorious Bastard in beard today.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is. That one, I'm surprised that one's not as talked about as much as the other ones, but that one in Heavenly I really like.
Yeah.
You know what? It's probably because he has only made that one once, I believe.
Probably.
He might have did a second run on it at some point, but I don't think so. I think it was just a one run. You know, my favorite Lux scent is actually vintage.
Vintage
really?
Is all.
Vintage Bastard. Nothing can beat that for me.
I like sultry and bilberry.
I like bilberry too.
And bilberry's good too.
But vintage is beautiful.
Vintage, bilberry, and what's the other one? I can't remember right now. But sultry to me just smells like a dirty hippie with a bunch of incense.
So me and Chad are the exact opposite on like the spectrum of what we like. You know, just
What
good. It's got an interesting scent. I like it though. It's kind of like
it's a dirty hippie who stinks, and he just put a bunch of incense to cover it up. No offense, Lux, but that's what it is.
Basically,
Liam,
Liam.
we know what you're wearing, Liam. We know. We get it, Liam.
Basically, it smells like Liam.
I'm not giving away anything for the person that can guess what Liam's wearing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Boudreaux is like a cypress scent, and it's got like some kind of like they say it's black salt, but I don't know. It's just it's like a different scent to it, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's good.
I've never even tried Lux's stuff. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Lux has got some good stuff.
There's so many things out there. It's just I forget.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's why it's not crazy that you haven't tried it. That like there's tons of companies, out there, and Lux is doing well enough. So I try to support the up and coming guys. Like I'm curious about 8-Bit. Has anyone ever tried his stuff?
Yep.
I
have. I mean, he's got some good sense. I haven't tried. I think he's got a new one, but I've tried the first two, which is the Hero of Time and then the Maiden, and both of them are good. They're very like lots of like kind of like amber, smooth kind of smell to it. So yeah,
he's got a cool little gimmick going on with the
Nintendo
8-Bits and stuff.
Niche market, he's got that niche of doing like the retro games, and he's heading out on nostalgia. Nostalgia's big, man.
Yeah.
So I will definitely be picking some of his stuff up. I'm kind of recovering the bank account after all these channel purchases that I've made, but I'll definitely be picking up some stuff from 8-Bit and doing a video on that here. It won't be like months or nothing, but it'll probably be a few more weeks before I grab anything. Them and then there was another one I was just thinking about that I wanted to.
Lemmy, can you at least put some clothes on? We don't need to know that you're naked right now.
Free balling.
Dang it! It's a company, man. It's a company I just heard of. But and speaking of them, Mudcat Whiskers is another one
Tyson.
that I would like to try and possibly do a video for.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tyson, if it's all right, can I make just a little announcement for anybody that might not know in here? Is that okay with you guys? Okay.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I've got Pete White on the stream, and
cool.
we're going to kind of combine that with some giveaways for the 200 subscriber celebration. And Tyson has actually put in on that, and so we've got Copper Johns, and we've got Captain Stash, and actually some community members. I don't know if they want to be named right now, and one of them's in here, possibly two of them in here. So I will wait till they give me the go-ahead to name them, but some community members have actually jumped out and reached out to me and said, "Hey, man, I've got this. One's a gift card, and the other one I think is just you'll contact the individual, and he will put in an order for you."
So can I donate something for your giveaway?
Yeah, if you want to.
Well, I'm gonna donate the collab, so you could do that.
Hey, that's
Whoever
awesome.
wins, I'll buy it for them.
Yeah.
So definitely go out and watch Nick, Socially Bearded.
So yeah, everybody. The only stipulation is this is a 200 subscriber appreciation stream. So if you win, you got to be subscribed. I hate to be like that, but again, this is to say thank you to all the people that have supported me. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And if you win, you can't win a second time.
Exactly. Like
there is no double winners on my stream.
I agree, because you're robbing someone else that hasn't tried that company from trying that company.
The only way I would allow double winners. Let's say I was giving away like 4 combos of beard products, and then like maybe like a razor. What is that one I got up there?
No double winners.
Like whatever that's called. Like say I was giving away a Defender razor, along with that, and somebody already won, maybe get that because it's not, but yeah, I don't normally allow double winners on my streams just because that way we can,
everybody gets a chance.
Here it is. I've seen guys win 3 and 4 times in the same stream.
And that's crazy.
Because there's 6 people in the stream.
Yeah, well, I've seen it on big streams too, like big celebration streams. And if I can give away every single win that I won for over a year, then they can pass something on once they've won 3 or 4.
Well, I look at it like also you're hurting the company. So the company is giving these away so it can get its name out there. And now someone has just gotten 3 things from the same company. Now there's 2 people out there that might have never tried the company, will never try it, or they might miss their opportunity. And you know what I'm saying? So it's good to do it like that.
I'm going to be there because I want to win the collab of Max. I want to pick that one up.
Mac, thank you, buddy. Thank you for that, brother.
Yeah, no problem. Mick, did you get any cigars today or what?
Nope. I've got some on the way.
Come on, man.
But
what is it?
What do I got on the way?
No, why couldn't you go get any?
Because I got to drive hours and hours to a cigar shop.
Oh my God! Why? Could you live in the middle of nowhere and you need FEMA to drop off your supplies for a week?
Yeah, I'd have to literally call FEMA or Clint to get cigars delivered to me.
Right. Yeah.
I wish I could smoke like a pipe or a cigar, but I can't. I can't handle it.
Nick, look.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. That's a good cigar right there. But yeah, no, Clint's sending me actually a pretty good little haul there.
Casey, you got any questions for these two guys?
I guess.
Hey, that is the wrong link. Is that that a link to the live stream or is that a link to my channel?
That's a link to your channel.
That is not the right link.
It's not coming
wow.
up right.
That's really weird. It should be youtube.com/ socially bearded.
It took me to your channel.
Yeah, it takes me to your channel.
It? Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Because I've got the custom URL.
Because I tagged your link in Dagan's channel once and it came up as socially bearded. Yep.
Wow, that's really weird, isn't it?
So it got reversed somehow, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look into that because see, I've got the socially bearded link like in Instagram and all that. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. I'm gonna have to definitely. I'm gonna write that down because I'm pretty forgetful.
See if that works. That should work. YouTube technology and whatnot.
Yeah. What the heck? That is weird.
That is really weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Anywho, but this is awesome. So, what are you thinking of plans for the future now that you hit 200? What's next for socially bearded or socially weirded?
Socially weirded.
Well, now that you ask, Waltonus.
Awkwardly.
Hang on. First off, everybody says Waltonus's name wrong. Whenever I type it in there, they're like, "Look, it's Waltanus." It's not Waltanus. It's Waltonus.
All right.
Anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, no. So I'm gonna kind of keep on with the beard product reviews. Man, yeah. I've got so much stuff in there, but I'm fixing to start. What I'm gonna do is anytime somebody says they need something, they can throw me like $5-10 for shipping, and I'm gonna make it worth their while. I have probably spent close to $1,000 in shipping, sending stuff to people, and I don't count the product in that amount, just because I got what I wanted out of it, all that. Anyway, I was going to review all the stuff that I had, but man, some of it's so old. Some of it's like a year and a half old, and I'm like, I mean, them will probably bomb. So I'm going to get some of the newer stuff that I got. I'm going to, shoot some videos for that. I've got enough Chesapeake. If I did 2 or 3 cents at a time, I'd probably have 15 videos. So I'll do some of that. Some of the stuff that Gary offers all the time.
I had to.
Oh God!
Sorry, buddy.
I just ordered a ton of razors, like different razors. So I've got like 5 different razors coming in. I've actually got one of them. It was sitting behind me, but I think I moved it. So I found Dollar Shave Club at Walmart today.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I've only seen that on TV. So I grabbed, I'm going to do a full review on it. It's going to be the 6-blade, the 4-blade, the shaving cream, and the post-shave dew, I think is what it's called. I've actually heard really good things about that particular product, the post-shave. And I love post-shave products. So
talk about a ton of beard products out there. There's a ton of shave products out there. I mean, you think about how many razors and how many shave gels and how many. I mean, there's a ton of options for that out there too.
So I'll put it like this: for every beard oil scent you can come up with, I promise you there is 30 shave soap scents. For every one beard oil scent you can find, there's 30 shave soap scents.
Didn't you say that there was one with like bear fat or something like that?
Oh yeah. They use bear tallow. I've got one in there that's got donkey milk, and it's got something really strange. I have that exact razor, Chad.
Yeah, that was awesome with the old guy fighting.
Yep.
Does that use a lot with bull milk?
Yeah. Oh yeah, bull milk. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, bull milk. Yeah, it's real.
You gotta keep on pulling on it.
Super creamy.
Chad, what are you shaving with those razors?
Definitely
Yes,
not my
Sweeney Todd over
penis,
here.
'cause I need every inch I can keep.
That's hilarious.
I just do the cheek lines and underneath the neck. That's
Nice.
all.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I bought it, I didn't know all the rules. I just thought like a straight razor was a straight razor, and apparently I bought the largest one you can get that I shouldn't have.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Bro, that's
don't
a samurai sword.
Don't take this the wrong way, but that is actually considered tiny.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It is
Check
what
out
it is.
check out what's that called? Anyway, so the way they classify razors is they do it in eighths of an inch. So if you have they have what they call an 8/8, the blade is a freaking inch. Like it's dude, there is some straight razors out there. Max Breakers, they're like $2,000, and they look like freaking meat cleavers, bro. They are huge.
No, I like my chin. I want to keep it.
Right.
Why is that necessary to have it that long?
Because apparently, if you don't like
all
your
show.
face, you just peel it off.
Right.
Like,
Dude, check out Bearded and Winning on Instagram. Check him out. He's got a sprecher. That's probably a $1,500 sprecher.
Oh,
They're
really?
all custom. There is no two Max spreckers that are the same. You put your name on a waiting list, and when he gets to you, when it's your turn, he calls you, and y'all have several in-depth conversations about what exactly you want, your price range, this and that. You want scroll, like he does scroll work on the spines. Like
So he's like a samurai sword for razors, like a samurai master.
Literally, yes. Yeah. Like you can look in the blade and like you can use that as the mirror.
It's like some Kill Bill shit for shaving razors.
He forges the blade on a fortnight with the full moon, and
so the shaving thing is like, imagine if you was to get a solid gold Brio beardscape and then some kind of exotic beard oil that costs $500. Mm-hmm. Now you're competing with the shaving world. Like these dudes, they don't play, dude. They do not play. And when some bullshit pops off, it gets spoke about, and it gets spoke about loudly. Like, I mean, it's so wild.
And that's why I think the it's really important that we try and expand this community, because I feel like the more people in this community, the more room we have, and the more room everybody has to grow, and there's less overlap. know, and I think that's super important. So,
if Mac's beard gets any bigger, there won't be enough room for all of us.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Awesome.
Mac, how big are you wanting that to go? Are you just going to keep going with it?
I really don't know, man. Honestly, I keep thinking about trimming it because it's getting a little. But I don't know. I'm afraid to go anywhere and have them do it and then take off a few months, And I don't have the confidence to do it because, I just don't. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I just kind of winging it.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to let it go down. I'm not going to let it go crazy, but
you're not going to be because
it's getting there.
Adam's family.
Yeah, right.
What would you trim though? Like usually you trim out the transparency. There's no transparency. It's just full.
So I found this. This is the 6-blade versus 4-blade pack. So I figured that'd be better content.
Got Copper John's in the house.
Oh, there's Copper Tyson.
How you guys doing?
He's part machine.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
You're just making fun of yourself, man. I don't know what you're doing. Hey, my man, I got these.
What happened to Nick? Casey, what happened to Nick? Casey, he had something come up.
He's just taking a break for a while. Everything's all right. He's just taking some time off, which is good.
He's just
everyone needs to do that. Yeah,
the regard is going to be growing, and we are loving to do live streams, and people are going to come and go, and people can step out and come back, and everybody's still in the everybody. Once you're in the regard, you're always going to be a part of the regard. You're always going to be welcome in the regard. But people can have their own channels and stuff. But I mean, like we just really want to have like a real community that like place that people can come and just have fun and live stream and just enjoy hanging out and just really want to have right here, you know, just have a good time. Like place that people can
Vato always writes, hit that like button like it owes you money.
Hanging out and just really want to
Someone is on mute.
We got a little echo on. I think when Liam came in. Did you have your volume?
Yeah, I killed it.
Right.
Okay. How are you doing, Liam?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, man. Hey, Mac, I like your beard, bro.
I like your beard too, bro.
Yeah, man.
Liam, you got like a Papa Smurf beard going on there. That's awesome.
That's the two biggest beards in the community almost right here.
I like nothing about Liam.
Just to hear you Irish.
I could see Mac and Liam just actually having that conversation in a private video. They're like, "Hey man, I like your beard. Hey man, I like your beard too."
We've had that.
Yeah, I believe it.
We said we're gonna go smash car windows with our beards.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
We've definitely had that conversation. Not about smashing windows, about, hey man, I like your beard. Oh, I like your beard.
Yeah, we do that quite a bit.
So
Allegedly.
Papa John, do you have anything new coming out?
Oh, yeah.
Anything in the works?
Yep, several things. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I asked the question, and you're like, "Fuck you! I'm not answering this."
No,
Should be
it's
announced
I'm
later.
gonna have something coming out in a couple weeks. A whole new line item, and then another thing coming out, and then a couple other things coming out. Yeah, I'm not giving any secrets out yet.
Yeah.
Yes,
Liam knows. I think Casey knows.
What'd you say, Tyson? You got something new coming out?
Of course.
New
Yeah, I do.
Listen, just say it.
Oh, okay.
What's the secret? We're all gonna see.
No,
it
I mean
eventually.
I don't want to know what it is. No. I was just I was typing. I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, no, but McMack and I have been working on a scent. I would say that, and it's pretty dang good.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Mick's be a good man to work with a scent with. He knows his
Yeah,
scent.
he is the mix master.
Definitely.
Yeah, everyone, like it has tobacco in it, so that's really nice.
Oh, nice.
But other than that, it's a surprise because no one would ever guess. When Mick came up with it, I'm like, dude, seriously? I'm like, okay, I'll try it.
So,
Wait,
So you know how you put like the person's symbol on your beard oil whenever they do a collab? You should just put a little nitro gummy bear.
Well, this ain't a collab. This was just me helping him. Yeah. This was just
No,
consulting.
you
Okay.
got to put that red angry face emoji on it, and everyone will know that.
yeah. That would be funny though.
So we're not naming it. We're not naming it Big Mig or
Yeah.
the Big Migged.
Yeah, Mig. I don't think Tyson knows what that means. Mig. So there's this live stream we all joined, and there's like several times in a row. What it is, it's a roulette wheel, and we spin it and get all these different profiles and make a scent out of it, right?
uh-huh.
And like 3 or 4 times in a row, like before the wheel would stop spinning, I would say what was going to come up. I'm like, yeah, it's probably going to be blueberry, and then blueberry would pop up. Like, and it just kept happening. So everybody mixed my name with rigged and called it migged.
Oh,
Not only that, Mrs. Mick and Mick win the roulette wheel every single time. I swear.
Every time.
is that with Woolly Beard?
Yeah, it's really,
Yeah,
it's
that's on
really
Woolly
fun.
Wizard.
I actually was on it this past Thursday, and it wound up being was it bourbon, blueberry, lime, and then a mystery scent. He's thinking about maybe doing leather or something like that. He's not sure yet, but you know, I'm like, this is gonna be a really cool scent. I was like, I have to get this one. So I went on and purchased it. You know, because I mean, it's just that's a really cool way just to let the fates decide your beard oil. You know.
Yeah.
It is. It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
thought
Liam,
you
happy
won that
birthday.
one, Walt.
Thank you.
Yeah, Liam, happy birthday. What's that?
I thought you won that one. That scent.
No, I was on it. I was
Oh,
co-hosting.
okay. I thought you won the wheel. I thought.
Miss Mick won.
Oh, okay. I thought she passed it to you though. I guess I was.
Did she?
I thought she
Yeah,
did.
that's right. She did pass it to me. That's right. I got a code.
Did she win that?
She did.
she
Yeah,
won
but
it,
she
and
passed
she passed it
well,
on to me. She's nice
Oh,
about that.
the code.
I think she felt bad because she kept on calling me an anus. So
Kinda
So
like what Walt did.
is that how that works? You just get a code, then you can go purchase it. Is that how that works?
it
Just
gave
let's-
me like a 15% off code. He
Okay.
he messed
Yeah.
up and
So that was
Right.
on the bonus wheel.
Okay.
Somebody else actually won the free bottle of the oil.
Okay.
okay.
But yeah. So, but the code, like, so, there's all kinds of stuff on that bonus wheel. But no, you can actually go and buy. He makes whatever the mystery sin is, or I mean whatever the roulette sin is. He makes it available for 1 week. So every Thursday, you can get it from Thursday night or Friday morning until the next Thursday.
Yeah.
And on
Is there
Thursday, he
clicking
takes that
sound
one
going
down.
on?
Yeah, I keep hearing that too. And puts the new scent up, or makes way for the new scent. So
You know what a
Mac,
birthday
what
boy is?
cigar is that?
This is called Deadwood Leather Rose.
that's a good cigar.
It's from Drew Estate.
Okay.
It's infused. It's got like botanicals in it. It's got a sweet cap on it. Like it's nice. It's
I'll have
really
to talk
nice.
to you guys about cigars.
So it's not a black and mild.
No,
No. Oh no.
this is no gas station special over here.
That's a $12. That's like a $12 cigar he's got there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't technically that's probably not expensive in good cigar terms, but it's
Yeah.
not cheap either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like cigars. They're cool. You know, I never know what to get. My buddy's really into it, so we have this place called Corona, and we'll go there, just hang out. And he'll pick one. He's like, "Here, try this one." So I'll buy one and drink a beer and hang out and smoke.
Yep.
Sometimes I'll do scotch, whiskey.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
talk to you guys afterwards to get some suggestions for someone just starting out.
Yeah.
With cigars, because like I
Yeah,
would
you're
like
probably
to do
you're probably better off asking Mick or Clint. Clint will steer you in the right direction.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Clint
Clint
Clint's
knows
the
a
man.
lot.
Captain Stash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like I would like to do it like while like when I'm hiking, and then you have your nighttime camp where you're just having supper and chilling out by the fire. And I would like to get into it, but I'm also a little baby when it comes to smoke. So
Yeah, you're looking for
Right.
something sweet.
Well, you know, these kind of cigars, you do not inhale them. Like you
No.
do not. It'll tear you a new one.
yeah,
For
no,
sure, yeah.
I never inhaled them. I just mean the smoke that close to my face. I'm a little baby when. it
Oh,
comes
okay.
to it.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. You know, as far as something starting out, something that ain't gonna, kind of put you on your hind end, I can recommend, that. Now, once you start getting advanced, somebody that's, wants something bold and this and that and that and this and all the different sizes and stuff. Now you're gonna need to talk to somebody else for that. But
Yeah.
I was like, here, try this. And she tried it and she freaking inhaled it. I'm like, stop. She's like, I don't know how to
He's
stop.
like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No.
Put me under the table.
She's like, "Watch me."
All I heard,
Excuse me.
all I heard her say, Mick, was you can't choke her.
Mhm.
Mick, have you tried this yet?
Oh man,
I have
wanted to
not.
get that so bad.
Yeah, I seen that label cracks me up.
It's
Is
so
that on your
good.
site?
Label's so cool.
That's sold out, right?
No, I have about 10 left.
Oh wow.
That's on your site?
I might have to go get one because
Dr. Pepper and gummies, and then his is it's bourbon, chocolate dum-dums and orange, but to me it smells like a
Orange?
chocolate orange that you get from
Orange.
Sounds
Orange.
like it's diabetes in a bottle.
yeah, dude, it smells so good.
Wait, so there's two?
I was
Yeah, so this is mine, and this is
That
Dr.
comes with a
Pepper
butter?
gummies.
Does that come with a butter?
Yeah, I don't see it on
And then
there.
you have Bearded Coast is butter with
Bearded
it, and
Coast
his is
butter.
is orange, chocolate bonbons, and bourbon. And so and then you put
So-
it together.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
It smells like a chocolate bourbon Dr. Pepper float.
And that's on your website and
That
his
sounds
or just
crazy.
yours?
On both of us, yeah. We both have about 10 left.
Here's
Has
the
anyone
problem.
in here tried Bearded Coast butter?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I've never tried it. I'd like to get that just to try that butter to see what his butter's like.
It's nice. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I'm a whip butter guy, so I mean, you're never going to hear me go just absolutely insane for a poured butter. But I've actually got a review that has a whip butter in it, or a poured butter in it. I mean, dropping here really soon, and it's a really good butter.
We'll start with Casey, work our way to McMack, Copper John, and you guys talk about whose butters you like whether it's whipped or poured.
Come on,
people. Why not?
Oh,
because it's how are you going to do that?
It doesn't
Can't
have to be
single
your top
anybody
ones.
out.
I mean, I
Ones
can
that stand
do
out
it.
to you.
I love Copper John's butter. I love that butter. Karam Dirtha has a similar consistency. So that's right up there, I guess, with it. I like that unrefined shea really breaks down really good, and it just I don't know, it feels really good. Vitality is amazing. I love Chesapeake's Vitality. But I would say I lean more to I like whip butter. I don't know why. I think I like that lighter feel with it. But and whiskey and hardtack makes a really nice whip butter too.
Yeah.
So those are some that I go to off the top of my head.
Okay, Mick.
So I'm going to do top 3 for whipped and poured. So top 3 for whipped and poured, or for whipped, I mean, is going to be Chesapeake Vitality, and then, dude, I have really been digging Woolly Wizard. His is it's a semi whip, and really that's actually what I prefer is a semi whip. But I've really been digging his butter. He only makes 1 cent. I mean, he does specials and stuff. Anyway, and then after that is Captain Stash. Them aren't really in no particular order. I mean, I kind of prefer Vitality over everything for a whip butter. And then on your poured butters, I never used Copper John's a whole lot. The scent I had in it to start out with wasn't my favorite scent. It wasn't a bad scent, but it wasn't my favorite scent. So I didn't use it as much as I should have. And then I got Bluegrass Trails, and I really started putting my finger in that jar, and that become for a poured butter, that become one of my tops. And then what's the name of that daggum company? Heck, I've got it sitting in there on the shelf. Anyway, I can't remember the name of that.
Mary Kay.
Savage Maine. Savage Maine has a really nice poured butter, and then Aztec has a killer poured butter as well. Yeah, but man, Savage Maine, they're little known. They don't do anything in the community. He doesn't really advertise that I know of on Instagram.
Yeah.
But he uses All Essential, so he's never going to be the biggest beard company out there because he's got, since it's like peppermint and pine, this and that. So he uses All Essentials, except he come out with a barbershop that had some fragrance in it, but he hasn't never done another fragrance scent. So I don't know if he's sticking with the All Essentials, but he has a really nice poured butter. He has a really nice oil too. Dude knows what he's doing. He just needs to kind of refine his scents a little bit and start using fragrance instead of only essential.
Okay, what about you, Mac?
Some people love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the top 3 companies as well, but I'm gonna go by what I have the most of or have tried the most of. And it's gonna be Chesapeake, Copper John's, and Beard Gents. Those 3 companies I always keep going back to. And for some reason, every time I win something, it's always Tyson stuff. So I've had Last Cast. I have Bluegrass Trails. I've had Nightfall. What's the one I just got?
Lost Creek, wasn't it?
Lost Creek. Yeah. So
Holy cow!
I love his stuff, and I'm not just saying that because he's here.
Hey man, everyone talks about Copper John, so if you keep
Copper John
company, you really can't complain.
So
almost
I think
every stream I'm in, Copper John's is mentioned.
yeah, at least. So I think Copper John's, Chesapeake, and I really like Beard Gents. I think their scent profile is top notch on everything that they put out, and it has a lot of longevity and stuff. So I tend to keep going back there as well. But I have a lot of everything. It's insane. I'm like looking over there right now of everything that I have, and it's something from everybody. It's just I don't have everybody yet, and it's frustrating because I want to try everybody, but it's too much, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Tyson? Do you want to play?
Yeah, there's a lot of amazing companies, but the couple that obviously I like mine, but I'm going to exclude mine. So I would say Detroit. I like their butter.
No.
I like Chris from Bearded Mack. I like his stuff.
Yeah.
I obviously like Scott from Bearded Coast. And I also like the Vitality. I think Gary has something special there with Vitality as well. So
Yeah.
I know that's 4, but besides mine, but I like those as well.
Yeah, it doesn't
You know,
matter.
Tyson. That's one thing about Tyson. You know, a lot of owners, they don't feel like they should buy other companies' products, and I totally get why. I get it; it makes perfect sense. But Tyson, he's probably tried half
Pretty much
of the companies out there. And it's not for spying purposes. It's just to support, and you know, hey, this is a great product. If it's great, I'm going to use it. You know, kind of.
I don't know. Tyson's pretty shady, man.
I just got After Party from Fine that I really like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good companies. There's a lot of good companies, and you know, I think they're amazing. So
that's another poured butter that I like. I like Define's poured butter also. Yeah.
I've gotten into the habit of more.
Hey, Sean, I haven't tried your stuff yet, buddy. I need to. I really do.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you all?
There's so many new companies out there, but like I've gotten to the habit where I'm only supporting like really like the owners that I really know. It's just I don't know why, but it just kind of fell into that way, you know. So definitely Copper Johns and Gary from Chesapeake, and you know Nick from Mudcat is an old cool guy that's got some great scents and stuff like that. But when it comes to butters, it's definitely going to be Copper Johns, Chesapeake, Vitality, and
I know 3's hard, right?
maybe Whispered Hardtack.
It's so hard. It's so difficult. It's like, how do you pick favorites? It's like everything that you get, you know where you're getting.
Yeah.
So you're not like, oh, I hope this is good. You know, like I don't know about you guys, but when you go to order stuff, tell me you guys don't sit there for a minute and be like, damn, what should I order? Yeah. Unless you already know, like, all right, Friday comes or whatever day, and I'm going to order this. It's like, that's already a given. But like, you have the extra cash and you're like, what should I order? What should I order? You get overwhelmed and then you just go back to what you know, and you just end up placing that order again.
No, I agree. You know, and then I have certain companies, it's like no matter what I get from them, it's always fantastic, you know. So, you know, that's the hardest part too. It's like, you know, with those, it's like, okay, well, I'll just, should I just flip a coin, you know?
Yeah. Or you get something from that company that you didn't try yet.
Yeah, exactly.
What's Liam's top? Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam's Copper Johns.
That's it.
I just have very limited experience because my first beard company was Copper Johns, and then I deviated from that for a short while. The only whipped butter I've tried, I think it was in the curing process. It was just pretty cakey. So my first initial response was I dipping my finger into like a jar of applesauce, that type of consistency. I expected it to be a little more aerated and creamier, not cakey. So I just went back to Copper Johns for as far as my butter goes, and who's my favorite company? Well, we already know that. So
it's kind of like you had an affair. You just dabbled, and
that was before I was an ambassador.
Yeah. Right? Yeah,
you cheated on him.
Liam is a really good guy, wonderful friend. It's his birthday. Happy birthday! And you can ask for a more loyal person. I mean, I'm proud that he's a part of Copper Johns.
Yeah, it's crazy because his birthday's today, Mine's tomorrow, and Dave.
Yours is right
No,
now.
Yours
Chad.
is in 9 minutes, buddy.
Oh,
I was waiting until it hit 12 o'clock.
yeah.
It's
And
12 o'clock
Dave,
here.
here on the East Coast. Here in New York, it's 12 o'clock. So happy
Uh,
birthday on from
it's
my
11.
end.
Yeah. I got 11
How old are you, Chad?
Well, happy birthday.
I turned 40. I'm 40.
Hey, congrats, man.
He's over the hill.
I
Officially.
was a little sad.
I'm okay. And then Dave Motivation's birthday is Sunday.
Yeah. And he'll be 41 like I am. I'm 41.
I turned 35 today. Sounding good.
Now Liam's still young, man.
Oh
He's
yeah, we're
Walt, how old are you, Walt?
I'm
Walt
37.
is Walt's
Wow.
17.
I was born in 83. I look like I'm 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're older. You look younger than me, but you're older than me. I'm 34.
Yeah, I get it all the time.
Did
man.
you say you're 34, 35, Mick?
What'd you say?
I'm 35.
Yeah, I was like, I think Mick's the youngest here.
I will be 36 the next time I'm on therapy.
Oh, okay.
My next
Yeah.
appearance on therapy will actually literally be on my birthday.
Nice.
Hey, happy birthday, Chad.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. Appreciate
that's way
it.
cool.
For butters, I really like Barbudo and
Really
Bearded
good.
Mack. Those have made my beard the softest it's ever been.
You know what? Barbudo is a
Yeah, butter.
they're one of them sleeper companies.
I
They
think that
are-
lanolin that they use, that lanolin makes it just incredibly light, and it's just super whipped. It's like when it you don't even feel it, you know?
Dude,
Yeah.
lanolin is hard to pull off correctly in a beard product. It's something you're going to leave in your beard, and
Yeah.
and I will say they do it. They do it.
Yep.
Like when you get it feels like you got ripped off. That there's nothing in there. Until you open it up. But yeah, I really like them, and I'm trying Argus Man butter right now, and it's working really good. But like I said, being from Canada with the exchange rate and everything, I have to be very selective of what I buy.
Right. And the shipping cost.
Yeah, that's why like what I did do is I would just make a list of everything that I wanted to try, and I would wait until a sale or Black Friday, and then I would go crazy.
Right.
Also, Barden, I like his butter. He's got good butter.
Yeah, that you know what? That's another good pork butter. Man, it's not that I dislike pork butters. It's just wet butters tend to because it doesn't take hardly any butter for me to. Man, if I use just a slight amount too much, I get a greasy, yucky feeling. So, wet butter is easier for me to control how much I use. For whatever reason, I just don't need that much butter. I could,
You got like
I
with
could
like low
go without
porosity.
butter for a month and be fine. If I had
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. I just don't need as much. It's like if I get too much, it just feels greasy and just it doesn't soak in like it should.
right.
How much oil do you guys use?
What's
How
that?
much?
How much oil do you guys use?
I use a full dropper,
Okay.
if not a little more.
I use about a half. So what I always do, I use a half a dropper, and then when I go to put butter in, especially if it's a pork butter, I put about another eighth of a dropper, just a little bit down there with the butter, just to kind of thin it down.
Okay.
Man, the combo must last you forever, you lucky bastard. Happened, bro.
He doesn't know. They don't know the
Both William
struggle.
and Mac are shaking their heads.
Yeah, because no one knows the struggle. I don't even use a dropper no more. I just dump it in my hand, whatever I feel like using.
I mean, you act like you got more skin on your face because you got more hair. You're just way overusing it.
The problem is getting it.
That one was a thinker.
Right?
I use in the spring and summer, I use about half a dropper, and then in the winter where the beard's full, I use about a dropper to a dropper and a half. Depending.
Okay.
Bro, if I use a dropper, let's just say I use a full dropper, even two. By the time I rub it in my hands and try to get to my skin underneath, it's like basically gone in the hair.
Yeah.
So I need
I
a decent
believe it.
amount to get in there, really shake it in there, get all the hair, everything, and then I comb it through. I rub the excess on my arms, let it dry for 10 minutes, and then I put the butter in, comb it through, and then I'm ready to go.
You need a therapy session with the what's that guy's name? George Bruno.
You need to go to bed.
He'll
Hey,
tell you what you need to do.
Hey, Nick, you get the crooked one.
Hey, Mrs. Mick, is it past his bedtime? He needs his milk and cookies.
Yeah, go put some socks on and go to bed.
He said, "Go put some socks on and go to bed."
That's funny.
Hey, just get him to eat a nitro gummy. He'll throw his guts up and then he'll be in sleep
Oh
for
my
like
God.
No,
It
don't do that.
was done for like a half hour last week. Everyone was like, they were like running the show for him.
yeah.
Don't do that again, Nick.
Yeah, oh no. Listen, the heat was fine.
Yeah.
It was the so like I'm actually considering the toe of Satan because you don't have to swallow that one. Like
I think the gummy was probably just bad, man. It might have been food poisoning. I think if the heat was fine and it had nothing to do with that, then it might have been food poisoning. You know, eating some nasty gummy that's been sitting in a packet for a year on some
Oh,
shelf.
it's probably right. You know, and another thing I can't figure out is, so my wife, she was sick. She was actually sick that weekend. She was actually sick, throwing up, and so I was just like, I wonder if I had a little touch of that. And when that hot, because I had some pretty nasty cramps, but man, I don't hardly ever throw up. Like,
bro, I was genuinely concerned about you. I messaged your wife. I was like, "Is he okay? Can you check?"
Yeah,
She's like, "Yeah, my daughter checked on him. He's all right."
And then, she was gone. So, and I felt bad afterwards. So she was gone, and I went in there to lay down after the stream was over, and my daughter come in, and she was blowing my daughter's tablet up. And finally, she come in there, and I could hear my daughter walking around the house looking for me. I'm like, she was outside, and I'm like, what in the world? She knows I'm in my bedroom, and I'm laid down asleep, and like I was fighting to stay awake. My little girl, I yelled at my little girl through the walls, like, come here, and she come in there, and I was like, tell her to leave me alone. I'm fine. I'm trying to sleep. And then once I woke, it made her mad. And then once I woke up, I felt bad because I know she was just checking on me. But dude, I was just like, I was so tired and my stomach hurt so bad. I was like, I just got to lay down for a minute.
Yeah, that's why your wife left. She didn't want to stay around for the atomic shit that was going to happen after.
She's like, I'm going to bingo.
Yeah.
Going to bingo.
Oh, man.
So Tyson,
Jason, you got any questions for our two guys here?
Well, I was going to ask Tyson how his shop was going. Did you get into your garage and get everything worked out, or is that still?
Well, I'm actually hiring someone to paint it right now, because I was going to do it, but with my knee, I can't right now. And so, but then as soon as that, then my brother-in-law, who's an electrician, he's going to take care of all that, and then I can move in. So hopefully by the end of next week or the following week. But I got my new melter. I got my new. I bought a melter that costs quite a bit, but I can do 400 butters at a time now with it.
Nice.
How many?
400.
You putting butters out like that, Tyson?
I will be.
So hang on, let me make a statement real quick. I was not hateful to my little girl. I told her what to say.
Oh my God.
I was not hateful to her. I was like, tell her. I wasn't hateful to her. I was.
He's like, hold on. Mick's like, hold on. Let me clear this up right now.
Let's clear this up real quick.
You're seeing the pitfalls of having your wife also watch a live stream.
Yeah.
You gotta watch what you're saying, buddy.
Right?
She gonna get you.
My little girl coming here laughing.
Uh-oh.
She got chewed out too. She's like, "Well, you quit being hateful to me."
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, I invested a lot of money into the new shop, so the new lab. I'm excited for it. It'll be nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you need a white lab
something
coat.
to get excited over. Like,
What?
That's pretty sweet. I said that.
I'm way excited.
Over. Like,
Yeah,
awesome.
I've already outgrown it. That's the problem.
Tyson, how long have you been in business?
Since July.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you came a long way fast.
Yeah, I've been blessed. A lot of people because of you guys, and yeah, I'm very blessed.
When,
for sure.
when you have a gimmick, it tends to go. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Tyson knows why I said that. It was just something that happened a long time ago. He knows why I said that.
Tyson, you know why your company excelled so fast, right? The product is good. It speaks for itself, and you're a genuine good person. That's why.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
If you were a jerk, you wouldn't really be doing it. You probably would have closed shop already.
Well, he kind of is. No, I'm joking.
A little bit.
Well, that
Just
goes
a
back
good person,
that goes back to him trying all the other companies and being so supportive in the community. It all revolves back to you.
Appreciate it.
Definitely.
But I mean, I did it just because out of pure curiosity. I did a little reading about like ionic sea minerals and like how the carrier oils that he matched with it was like kind of all done with a purpose, like the magnesium that's in the ion sea minerals, along with the he's got like jojoba in there, which also has zinc in it, and zinc and magnesium work very well together. There's a lot of benefits to it. So there's a lot of things that he did that you wouldn't think make a difference, but actually he did it with a purpose. So I mean, I was really impressed.
Yep, with the selenium, zinc, iron, all that fun stuff. It helps with split ends. It helps with the softness. It helps with the not being brittle. It helps with the strength. Helps with the hair loss. I mean, it helps with so much stuff. So helps with.
So you weren't like the Muppet Chef just tossing stuff together.
Walt, do me a favor. Stop.
It gives you wings.
About minerals. Yeah, that.
Wait, what? Yeah, it's totally missed.
I said, do me a favor. Stop pestering Tyson about minerals.
Oh, okay. Yes. Right.
He don't like it.
I don't like it. Yeah.
How's your leg doing? You doing all right?
Yeah, I can bend it about 95 degrees. I would say right now is actually probably about 100.
They messed him up.
Yeah, it was bad.
You should see what I seen.
So Tyson, let me ask you a personal question, if you don't mind. So the medicine that they gave you, do they wean you off of that so you're not like in withdrawals and stuff? Because they gave you pain meds, right?
Yeah, they gave me Percocet.
So
what they did and how they do it is they cut literally a whole line down your knee, and then they open that skin, and then they take your knee or your leg and put it behind your butt, and so that your knee is like just like this. And then they cut off your femur part and right here below that, the tibial stuff. And then they just take that out. And then they soften it up, grind it, and then they drill into it, the metal. And they keep your kneecap and everything like that. But this up here where my thigh is, they stretched it out so much that it just hurts. Like they didn't tear my muscle, but strained it. And then because they cut up my bone, I mean, they cut my leg off without actually cutting it off. And
wow.
So it hurts, but it's a 6 week. I mean, I'm walking with a cane, but I'm not on a walker anymore, so it's doing a lot better.
I mean, you and Liam just kind of has to do that naturally. Walk cane. But,
you should have gotten the cane from Jurassic Park, the emerald little.
That's cane,
that is cool.
That thing's legit.
Definitely.
He's like a wizard with that thing.
So Tyson,
those are the best canes, I think. Those wood.
Mack's concern, and it's a very valid concern because I've been there myself. I broke my back when I was 15, and I never had nothing done about it, and it's given me trouble ever since. And this was back before the pain pill pandemic. I wouldn't say it's an irresponsible doctor. It was just a doctor doing what was normal back then. You know, that's not the norm no more, but it was back then. Until hand you a bunch of pain pills, so you have to be really careful about them.
They gave me 15, and I'm supposed to take one every 6 hours, and I did that the first week. Yeah. And then the second week, I just took it at night, and then I'm off. I don't take it.
Good.
I just
that's the best.
I have to take an aspirin. I have to take an aspirin so the blood. I don't get a blood clot or anything.
Right.
But I just take ibuprofen at night. I haven't taken anything today at all except the aspirin.
Well, that's good.
Mind you, I've been hurting for over a year. So this is
main tolerance is already there. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't know if he wanted to answer it or not. That's why I didn't ask it again.
Oh no! So my mom has chronic pain from child rearing, from childbirth, and all that kind of stuff. My brother got his foot tangled up in a nerve, and it just damaged it. And she's been on a lot of hard stuff to the point where she got out. She wasn't addicted, mind you. But she went off cold turkey and almost killed her.
Yeah.
Because she hated how she felt on him. And then she got put back on some stuff, and her kidneys failed. She almost died. And so my family is very hesitant about taking pain medicine.
Good.
But that first week, holy crap, it hurts.
Well, at a point, you have to have something, and that, you know, and you know, Mac's been there as well as I have, and you know, it was just a concern, and because we don't want to see nobody go through that. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, a hard pain pill withdrawal, not only can it almost kill you, like you just said, but I would rather have. I'll just call a spade here. I'd rather get kicked in the nuts once an hour for the rest of my life as to have to go through that withdrawal for a day.
Can we get Mrs. Mix to do that to you so we can get it on screen?
That would
I would prefer that she didn't.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I only asked because I'm genuinely concerned about you, and you know that's the only reason why I didn't want to pry into your personal But,
I'm an open book. I'm not worried about that. No, I'm.
And for anybody watching, and for anybody that will ever go back and watch this stream, if you have an operation, if you have an injury, and there is any possible way you can keep from taking those pain pills, do so. Yeah. Trust me on that. If you want more information about why you should do that, hit me up in the DMs, and I'll tell you.
Or hit me up.
To a point though where your body's in so much pain that it's not healing itself properly because it's so it does come to a point where your body might need some pain relief, but it is best to stay away from those measures. Definitely.
What's funny about this is he told me to take 2 at a time, every 6 hours, and I only took 1 because I don't do pain medicine. I just don't. Right. And so 1 was just like, dude, I hate this, and I started sweating because I didn't like it, but it took my pain away.
Yeah. And there's and we're not saying that there's anything wrong with that, or you should be ashamed of that, because at a point they're they have their purpose. They do.
Yeah, we just don't want to get dependent on it.
Right.
That's why I asked, did they wean you off, or like how did they do it?
Truthfully, I just didn't refill it.
When I fought my C7, I took painkillers for 1 week, and after that I threw them in the garbage because they didn't do anything, and they wanted me to go on stronger stuff, and I was like, nope, I'd rather feel this pain. And the other reason too is I wanted to remember the pain so I can recover from it, because I never wanted to go through that again, because I thought the C7 was the biggest one in the back of my neck.
You sound like a robot.
Like, I'm not taking this.
He sounds like he's whispering.
Yeah.
Like
we
he's
can hear you,
from the
but
other
it's
room.
like, sorry, Chad, we can hear you, but it's you're cutting in and out, I think.
He's froze on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my dad might be dying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Tyson, like what you said about your mom a while ago, and you're right. No, that to me, that wasn't addiction. That was dependency. That was her. That wasn't a mental thing. That wasn't. She wanted to get messed up. That was her body had become dependent on that because of her chronic pain. Yeah. And dude, like you said, you have to be careful coming off of them, especially if you've been on them for a long time, because dude, that can send you into cardiac arrest. It can. They
had to put her in a coma.
Right. Dude, there's a laundry list of different things that just weaning or just coming off them pain pills can actually cause.
So Chad just told me the phone died, so he's gonna be MIA.
Yeah, Tyson, it's no joke. I was addicted to opiates, but I'm not gonna say it on what it was, but you guys could. It was opiates with using needles, so you could just figure that out. So I did that for 10 years, and it was very hard to get off of it. And when I got off of it, I didn't take any medicine to get off of it. I sucked it out for like a week straight in a rehab.
Mac,
I didn't want to depend on anything.
the chances of someone to come off of that and to do what you're doing is so slim. It just shows to the type of person that you are and the willpower you have. Because
Yeah.
I was reading a study on it, and it's like the percentage of people who cannot successfully do that and just wind up taking it for the rest of their lives until they die is so high. So the fact that you're able to overcome this type of stuff speaks to who you are, man.
Yeah, and for me to speak about it too, it's you know, I'm not ashamed of it, you know, like I mean it is what it is.
Hey,
but
Mike.
No, you have to take away the stigma. You know, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
It was
Yeah,
definitely
I
a
was-
crazy ride.
I had lived with an addiction for several years, and I was using similar to the way you were with a different drug, and it's hard. It's definitely it's a tough process to work through. It's a daily battle, definitely.
Man, I'm proud of being clean now.
That's
Like
why
I don't
I'm
know if you
with
guys
Coke Zero.
I don't know if you guys ever see,
Daily
but when I reach like a certain mark and I post like the sobriety clock on my page and stuff, like
It's awesome.
that gives me, you know, it's like a boost of confidence.
drive.
when I reach-
It's something you should be proud of.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is.
And it's something you should definitely be proud of.
Every day is an achievement, and it's not something to be taken lightly. It's every day is another achievement, and you got to take every day for what it's worth, because that's all you got, really. I mean, one small mistake and it can slip away. So you know,
Bro, I've lost a lot of friends to this, a
Yep.
lot of friends, and it's crazy that I'm able to like talk about it now, and now I'm gonna try to help people. You know, it's like I never thought I would be in this situation. You know.
Yep.
So it's possible. You just have to want it. Like I said before, you have to want it. If you don't want it for yourself, then you can't. What are you gonna do?
Pour your energy into something positive, because we're all people. We have a lot of energy. We all want to put our energy into something, and when I think we pour our energy into something positive, it can be so beneficial to us. Whether it's your girlfriend or your family, or if it's going to a anonymous AA or NA, whatever it might be, it's going to be help you be able to live a better life. You know.
Yeah.
The small steps, taking care of your beard for one is a small step, but it does make a difference in the overall perspective of things. I mean,
growing a beard it's patience. That teaches you patience.
Yeah, definitely. Which is also a very important life lesson to get through addictions too. You need that patience, because there's a lot of times where your mind's just wandering and all you can think about is that certain feeling, or that, you know, whatever you're looking for. And so you need that patience to get through those times too.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand why. So I am no stranger to an operating room and putting titanium in my body.
No, you're not.
I have an addictive personality. I'm an addictive type of person. So that basically means that if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go 100% at it. So if I'm going to drink beer, I'm going to drink. And I grew up, just spent 20 years of my life in the Navy. I've got a PhD in drinking. But when I go to the doctor, they always want to give you opiates, or give me opiates. And I always have that discussion with them when it comes to pain management. And I'm like, look, man, I don't have any allergies. I'm this, that, and the other. I'm not strung out on anything, never have been. But I really don't want to mess with the opiates. And they're like, well, why? I'm like, well, one, I'm on PTSD meds, so I'm on these psychotic meds, and I don't want to have any conflicts between this, that, and the other. And on top of that, I don't want to have an addiction to this shit when I'm done with it.
All right.
So the last 2 times I had titanium put in, I took the pain meds for about maybe 5 days, and it's happened every time. I'll be sitting here doing nothing. I'm all numbed up. I'm on the pain meds. I'm doing good, and then I'll just get up and I'll pop one for no reason. I'm not in pain. I don't need it. I don't want it, but I pop it. And the minute I catch myself doing that, they go down the toilet. And I don't understand why, when you tell them you don't want opiates, they prescribe it to you anyways. I don't want to segue into something else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I am 110% or 100% in everything. If I'm going to pitch Copper John's products, man, I run at it. Dude, I chase people down in a parking lot. So if I ain't kidding.
And what's funny is he's telling the truth.
Oh, I know he is. I know for a fact he is telling the truth.
So 100% or nothing. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. And I don't understand why you can't get that shit through a damn doctor's head. Look, give me 800 milligram Motrin. That's what the Navy did. Here's 800 milligram Motrin. Shut the fuck up and go back to work.
And that's really they should take your word for it on that, I think.
Because doctors get a cut too, don't they? Make some money for promoting that stuff.
Oh, well, no.
So.
How this works is, okay, and it's different with each doctor, but a doctor will sign not necessarily a contract, but it's some kind of a partnership with different big pharma brands, and it goes very specifically all the way down to certain medications. Hey, prescribe our brand of Lortabs, prescribe our brand of antibiotic. I mean, it doesn't have to be just pain pills, but everybody's chasing pain pills, so that's the biggest moneymaker. So the more of whatever of this that they prescribe, try to push people towards this pharmacy because they carry our brand. They get a cut. They get a bonus at the end of the year for that from these pharmaceutical companies. Samples. So check this out. Samples is the free samples that you get when you go to the doctor. Sometimes they'll give you the little blister packs that's got a few pills in them. They'll give you 3 or 4 or a week's worth of them, and then they'll write you a prescription for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So when you go pick up that prescription, you've already had these free samples. You'd be like, hey, that works pretty good. I felt decent, or maybe it's an allergy medication, whatever it is, they send you some of them samples and then they throw you a prescription for them. And that's that, it's almost like meeting a quota, and I think doctors in big hospitals or big clinics, they probably even get a quota. Like, hey, if you can reach this mark, you'll get this much. We'll cut you $120,000 check, or a $20,000, whatever it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Oh, dude, you should try it. Walt will tell you, down here in Florida, dude, it's the opiate capital of the world.
Oxycontin Highway. That's what it's called.
Down here getting their oxy and they're selling them. When I St. Pete, my whole block, I was the youngest cat on the block. And these old people, 70 years old, they're out slinging cocaine, opiates, and selling their damn oxys like there's no tomorrow. It's easy to get down here if you got an opiate problem.
They're throwing it at you. You're walking down the street and you get hit in the face with it, Not literally, but, it's bad. And they call it Oxycontin Highway for a reason. And these pill mills, they call them pretty much these little pain management shops. They call them pill mills. And they just cranking out. You'll see people lined up through the door and outside waiting because that's how long the line is to see the doctor.
I seen a documentary that actually took place in Florida. The feds were on to this doctor. They were hunting him. This dude would set up shop in a building for like 3 or 4 days, right? He had a girl that worked for him. She was basically a drug dealer. She was basically she was the drug dealer on the corner, and he was the stash house pretty much. So she had several different phones, had all these patients' name in them. Hey, this is our address. It's good for the next 3 days. You got to be here. Then he'd pop up somewhere else, and he was just doing this, like 2-3 days a week. He was charging people $250 for their visit, $200 for their visit, something like that, and then whatever their script cost, just cranking it out.
Just
legal because
do Casey and I have the same shirt on?
This is the
Maverick, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Me too.
Nice.
Dude, I love those.
That wasn't planned either.
Those bamboo shirts are awesome, dude.
Oh, they're so comfy.
They're
so
comfortable. Yep.
Dude, I have one Dixon and I love it, but my pocketbook don't love getting another one.
Yeah,
I
wait until they have them on sale. Like I got mine for $19, and I was like, "That's right up my alley. $19 for a nice shirt."
Yeah,
I
right.
can handle that.
And for the quality of shirt they're definitely worth it.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. $30 for a bamboo short sleeve shirt is just too much. I'm not paying.
Are they
$30.
tight fit or are they loose fit?
They're loose. They run a little bit big.
They run big for size. So
I just ordered mine,
like,
Tyson.
normally I'm like a large.
Yeah, I just ordered
I
it.
wear these in a medium.
You got 9 left.
They run like a size large.
Dude,
But they're a loose. It's a loose.
It's just a fun scent. It's nothing spectacular. It's not going to blow your knees off. Whoa, what the freak? It's not going to blow anything off. It's just so much fun.
I like fun scents.
That scent
I like good
profile
man.
sounded
Good man.
crazy.
That's some fun scents. The drunk waffle. That one's fun.
Yeah.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
like right here, it's me in the cartoon.
Yeah.
We just become beard friends.
Yeah.
Look, that collab's going to have all the fat girls chasing you through the grocery store.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I like them thick with the double C.
Oh,
With the double C.
hey guys, I am out of battery.
Yeah, it's about time we wrapped up anyway. It's been 2 hours.
Well,
Yeah.
I see you. Mick, before you go, I see you dubbed Walt last night. So tonight I'm gonna dub you the Jester Val of the Dictorians. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn, that got deep.
Oh, the valedictorian.
That's what she said.
Jester. Oh man, that's great, Stacey.
Thanks for coming out, Mick.
All right, fellas. We will catch you later.
We'll see you.
Nick, it was great having you guys on. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Liam, happy birthday again, brother.
Thank
Yep.
you. Hey,
Yep, happy birthday, Liam.
you see the best birthday present I got? I got me a new left-handed holster.
Nice.
Nice.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Do you have to have a permit in Florida?
Yeah, you have to
Nick gets the
get a
last.
CCW, but because I have a military background, they just waived the weapons class and pretty much saw me, Dommy, here you go, cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else, it's kind of a pain in the butt.
No, they grill you pretty hard trying to get any of that stuff going.
Yeah, try to come to New York and get a pistol.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, no.
No way. There's no way. The only people that could carry a pistol in New York City or on Long Island is
Law
a cop,
enforcement.
security guard, or a business owner.
Yep.
I believe in Utah, they just passed a law where we don't have to have a permit anymore.
Yeah. I think we have to have a concealed carry license.
I think we have to pay for it, but we don't have to take a class for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to here. I don't think either. You just need to let
Until Biden takes everybody's guns.
right. Well, yeah, we'll see.
Have fun trying to get mine.
Well, Mac, man, it was awesome having you on.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
I think we'd definitely like to have you on again sometime. It'd be a lot of fun chopping it up with you and joking around. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do. Even though you're not making, traditional content, you're definitely contributing toward the community. And you've made some amazing achievements in your personal life. So I definitely want to commend you in that, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You know
When I
that.
first jumped into this community, I thought you owned a business or something. That's how big of a part of the community you are. I thought you were a business owner. So
Yeah.
No,
I
Max,
appreciate it.
dude. Max a really good dude.
Yeah, there's a reason people scream Mac with the cheese when you get into a chat,
every single
Yeah, I try not to be negative, and feed into any of the stuff going on,
Yeah,
And I told
same.
everybody that, just don't involve me. I'm good with everybody. As long as it doesn't involve me directly, I don't want to be involved with it.
I
So,
agree.
but
Same. We're the same way, buddy. We're the same way.
Yeah.
We just want to have fun and enjoy beard content. That's what we're doing.
happy birthday, Chad.
Yeah, you too, Chad. Happy birthday tomorrow.
Chad and Liam, definitely.
Yeah. But I appreciate you guys for bringing me on. Tyson, it's always love. Liam, my brother.
Hey, Walt, I'll see you in a few days.
Yep. See you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, is that already?
Yeah,
Oh,
31st.
yeah.
Way cool.
I was
Here's
gonna try to go down, but I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, Mac, Liam, if you guys ever want to join us again when we're having a live stream, feel free to reach out to us. And same with you, Tyson. We always like having people on. We like having a good time. You're always welcome to, join this platform and have fun with us.
Yeah,
Right
for
on,
sure.
appreciate it.
Yep.
We'll see you, Liam.
All right.
All right,
Thanks
Liam.
for coming out. Everyone have a great weekend.
Yep.
We'll
Chat.
see you later.
Later.